Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, episode 561. It is the 8th of September, 2021. Okay, we're talking about your ego this morning and ego versus your overall objective. Oh, I love this episode. And there's a great example for me on holiday where I forgot about it until I reread it just now. And I thought, oh my God, yeah, I nearly let my ego take over. And it wasn't going to be good. Okay, ego versus your overall objective. Your ego doesn't care what is best for you. Oh no! It cares about itself and nobody else. But you have to focus on your overall objective, not let the ego take over. That is crucial because your ego, it really doesn't care about where you want to go or anything else. Your ego only cares about the moment, only cares about how he or her feels right there and then. And so we need to suppress that. We can't let the ego take over. I've got a great example here, absolutely fantastic example. Right, so we were on holiday in this lovely hotel. We paid extra to have a jacuzzi. We had 2 floors and stuff. We had a jacuzzi on the top floor. We had amazing views and stuff, and was having a great time, absolutely fantastic time. This was before the summer holidays, and then about 4 days in, so we only had 3 days left. 4 days in, we got new neighbours, and the new neighbours were the chavviest people you've ever met. Literally the chavviest people you've ever met. And the first night, they must have got there about, I don't know, first day, midday or something. And the first night, there was arguing, there was shouting real loud, there was playing music, and this was at midnight. And I was like, yeah, midnight. Midnight's really late for me. All right. And this is a family hotel. Everything's been shut for, I think it shuts at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they're still having an argument, shouting, screaming at each other. And it went on till, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. And we couldn't go outside onto the top floor because that's where the balcony, that's where the jacuzzi is and stuff, because there was next to us, there's no, it's outdoor sort of thing. So there's a jacuzzi and we're at the very top of the hotel. So you could hear everything they're saying. And so it took over the whole night. And I was like, oh my God, do I say something? Do I not say something? And I was think, no, do you know what? They're affecting my kids. They're affecting my holiday. I'm going to go around and, excuse me, mate. And well, that's all the ego wanted to do. The ego wanted to take over that situation. And I was like, Anyway, long story short is the next morning at breakfast, I saw him. I was like, morning. I was like, I was still mad, still upset about it all. But I was, do you know what? It ruined the next day for me, because I was not ruined it, but it really made me conscious and think about, oh God, what's the next night going to be like? Am I going to say something? I'm not going to say something. I really started stressing myself out. And on that morning, before the next night time, I said to Claire, do you know what? I thought about it, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let it be, let it go on, because ultimately it's going to ruin my holiday. It's going to ruin their holiday. We're going to have, if I said, excuse me, guy, can you just keep it down? It's going to create animosity. It doesn't matter how you put it across, how you portray yourself, but it's going to come across bad. And so all my ego wanted to do was go around, slap that kid and say, oi, you, shut up. My family next door. Don't you dare be loud and stuff. But my ego didn't care about my overall objective. My overall objective was to have a great time on holiday. It was to have an amazing time and just be there present with a family. But my ego didn't care about that. All it cared about was, how dare they as a family do that to me and my family, and put my family in the corner and make us feel a bit uncomfortable and stuff. And so I decided that I wasn't going to say anything. I decided, no, my ego's not going to win. I'm going to be nice as pie to him. I'm going to say morning, And you know what? This is bad. Do you know what? I'll tell you exactly what it came down like in the morning at breakfast. It came like looking like Ali G, literally chains and this all matching Burberry. He just looked like Ali G, literally like Ali G. And it turns out, but the family was really nice. It was actually really nice. But first impressions was chav. Honestly, if you look up chav in the dictionary, there's a picture of him there. And there was actually, all right, his kid played with my kid all the time. And there never, ever was loud after that one night or anything. And it just shows me that my ego was trying to take over. Oh, what's a knobhead? Why was my ego trying to take over? It was ridiculous. And it'd have ruined the holiday. We wouldn't have, And so that's my example, guys. My ego didn't care about the rest of the holiday. And it turns out my ego was completely wrong as well. My first impressions, it's a lesson for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was still very chavvy, but he was a great guy. Just because he's a chavvy doesn't mean he's not a nice guy. And yeah, it's a lesson for us all, my friends. Right, tomorrow we are talking about look back at your life and ask yourself the 3 areas that you are progressing fast and like take action. All right, yeah. What 3 areas you like in your life and ask you questions. Anyway, we'll get into it tomorrow. It'll be a good episode. All right, guys, girls, bye bye.